Connective tissues are the most abundant and widespread tissues in the body. One of the very important aspects of this tissue to keep in mind is that it is never exposed to the exterior of the body. Connective tissues serve a variety of functions for the body. One of these is support and protection. In this case, we are thinking about structural framework for the body, the framework that our bones provide. In addition, we've got support of the tendons, which are binding muscle to bone, and ligaments, which are binding bone to bone. These bones protect delicate organs such as the heart, lungs, and brain. The second function is to transport materials throughout the body. This is done via the blood and the lymph. Substances that are being transported include hormones, oxygen, electrolytes, as well as a number of other nutrients. The third function is to store energy. In our adipose tissue, we have triglycerides which serve as an energy reserve. These can be used in lieu of glucose in times when glucose is not as plentiful. Fourth function is body defense. White blood cells and antibodies are found in the blood. Also, we find fixed or free macrophages scattered throughout the connective tissues that will provide an immune function as well. Connective tissues have common characteristics. The first of these is that they have specialized cells. These cells are unique to the tissue type. For instance, we have fibroblasts in connective tissue proper, osteocytes, bone cells, chondrocytes, cartilage cells, and then the formed elements, the red blood cells and the white blood cells. All of these tissues have extracellular protein fibers. Sometimes they are dissolved in fluid connective tissue, but in other cases they are very tangible. The three types of fibers that we find most commonly are collagen. This one is the most common. It consists of long unbranched fibers, and it is said to be as strong as steel but as flexible as rope. It consists of protein subunits that are wound together. Tendons, ligaments, and bone are very collagenous tissues. The second type of protein fiber is reticular. These are thin fibers, they are branched, and they are interwoven. They're almost forming a 3D network. If you've been in the garden and pulled a grass plant up and it has this immense root ball on it, and the roots are just all intertwined and running through each other, that's what I envision when I think of reticular tissues. These fibers provide structural support for the liver and the spleen. They don't have any other skeletal support, just these fibers. They can withstand stress from any direction. They surround the cells, blood vessels, nerves, and so on. Thirdly, we have elastic fibers. These are branched and wavy, and they are described as tensile. Tensile means that when they are stretched, they will go back to their original length. Elastic ligaments have elastic fibers. These are rare, but they are found in the spine. We find elastic fibers also in areolar tissue and elastic cartilage. Third characteristic is a matrix. This is ground substance and proteins that is surrounding the cells. Ground substance. Now, does that sound weird? Is it something that's from the soil, or is it something that's all ground up? In reality, it is simply described as a clear, colorless, viscous, non-living substance.